fixture. It seems more organised and the layout is a lot better.
Something must have changed. I'm not exactly sure what you've done, but something must have changed.
I think basically the customers are a lot happier now.
Yes, customers are very pleased with the choice that we have on offer and quite surprised to see some of the ranges that we carry now.
Hello, my name is Sandra Carter and I'm the store manager at Swansea. As my day-to-day job revolves around the sales floor, I'm here at the National Launch Store in Cardiff to highlight to you some of the main principles of visual merchandising. There have been many changes during the last year, all of which have increased the quality and customer appeal of our stores. Broadly speaking, as retailers, we should understand that the more appealing our stores and products look, the more sales will increase. We will encourage new customers into the stores and our existing customers will buy more. Very basically, there are two types of shopper. We have the shopper who is in town looking for a specific item and therefore has a need to buy, and the browser in whom we need to stimulate the need to buy. By creating an appealing image using colour theming, good product layout and good presentation, we will satisfy those needs and hopefully improve sales. The skill of displaying product in this way is known as visual merchandising, making the store look appealing to the eye. Let's go inside where we can look at visual merchandising more closely and perhaps chat to some of the staff and our VIPs, the customers. During 1994, we laid down foundations for raising the standards of our sales floor with the introduction of visual merchandising principles. All aspects of the sales floor operation were examined, from windows right through to till points. The principles laid down last year are incorporated in this manual. Have you seen this document? You'll need a copy to help you with your sales floor layout. It will remind you about the layout of walls, columns, racks, gondolas and so on, which I will refer to as we go through the store. One of our training objectives this year is to stimulate and develop visual merchandising skills at all levels in the store. Together we will all increase our ability to handle colour palette, product adjacency and presentation through our awareness. In retail, it is the main form of communication to our customers. As shoppers, 85% of our opinions are formed by what we see. Think of yourself as a customer and what attracts you particularly with regard to the look of a place.
Oh, I think it's very important because, that's what attracts you in the first place, and that's what, if it catches your eye, you're going to go and look at it, and then it'll attract you to other things in the store then.
I like to see clothes that are displayed so that you can pick the ones that match each other, and it's nice to see models or photographs depicting the clothes as well, so you can get an idea how things match.
Our visual merchandising standards therefore creates the customer perceptions of our stores, of Littlewoods as a retailer and of the quality of our products. Our objective throughout this year will be to improve the standard of handling and presentation by giving high priority and consistency to visual merchandising and so ensure profitable sales growth. We can only achieve this if everyone understands the benefits of the new standards we are setting on the sales floor. We can all be visual merchandisers, but just like everyone else, I need some help and guidance too. The key player in every area who will help us achieve this objective is you.
I like to merchandise the stock, as in colour coordinated, as in tops with trousers, different colours, different designs. I like to do that to see what will work.
We have an ability as well to coordinate, which gives us some freedom in what we're doing, so we can interpret our feelings into the stock. So yes, it's very exciting.
Much better. It just looks better. You can stand at one end of the store and you can look down and, it just looks more respectable instead of having different colours and everything plastered all over the place. It looks untidy then.
During last year, as you know, we have clearly re-established standards throughout the sales floor. Firstly, let's look at the general use of space. We've opened the stores out so that customers can get around more easily and see what we've got. We require enough space to allow customers easy access to all the selling areas and services throughout the store. There should be a single central main walkway which must be a minimum of 6 feet wide. To make shopping in your store a comfortable experience, racks should be at least 3 feet apart, remembering that is 3 feet between the merchandise on the racks. There should be 4 feet between gondolas and the same between the wall and the nearest rack. Let's look at the way we use walls as a selling feature. Merchandise should be dressed to the top of the wall wherever possible, either by double tiering or treble tiering depending upon the length of the product. If the top of the tier is out of reach, repeat the same colour, style and size on the arm below. Display vertically by style and colour, leading in with your best selling colour on a double run if possible. Double runs can be used wherever footage allows. Take care with colour, however. If your best-selling colour and the next colour clash, you must make adjustments to achieve a good colour balance. A limited number of wall panels, which have to be single-tiered, for example men's dressing gowns or ladies' nighties, could be displayed with one display item on the top tier hooked onto a tie bar, with the main product on the lower tier. Another method of handling double tiering is by using zigzag bars on the bottom tier. This looks particularly effective if the two top tiers have double runs of colour flat facing. The next display area we're going to look at is columns. Display columns multi-tiered from ceiling to floor, repeating out-of-reach merchandise on the first reachable tier as you do on walls. Display colours horizontally in bands. To minimise the amount of display stock required, use short stem arms both on columns and walls on your out-of-reach merchandise. Whether fishtail or specialist, we angle racks at 45 degrees to the walkway. This gives the maximum impact to the customer. We run racks in diagonal rows to ease customer access through the rack area. Specialist racks can be used to break up runs of fishtails and give rack areas more visual interest for the customer. We also run gondolas at 45 degrees to the walkway in diagonal runs. On gondola ends, we display colours horizontally, and on the sides, we display vertically by style and colour. We've taken a good look at fitting rooms. I'm sure you'll remember how neglected they used to be. Curtains that wouldn't close, cracked mirrors, no seats, holes where hooks used to be, and remember who uses them, our VIPs. We've cleared the till points of clutter, and the signs displayed at the till points are those which give customer service information. On the till boards, we should feature one product per board and ensure that they have a solid display. The product should be from the impulse lines nominated. Let's turn our attention to signing on racks and walls. The 8 by 2.5 sign should always show price and product information wherever possible. The ECI or cap sign is used to highlight new or promotional messages at any moment in time. The A4 highlights promotional messages and promotional prices as shown here on an exceptional value A4. A3 signs are used for hotspots. On alternate columns, we feature the current promotional theme with column pennants. Column pennants with price inserts are used to highlight hotspot columns, and on columns and walls the signs should be at a height of 6 foot 4 inches. When we talk about sizing, we are talking about how we put the product on the rack or on the gondola to make it easier for customer selection. On racks, sizes are graded front to back, small to large, and on ends of gondolas, as we would read a book, from left to right, from small to large. On the sides of gondolas, we dress from top to bottom, small to large. However, there is an exception with hosiery, where we display extra large on top and small below. If space and stock allows, you should increase facings on your best-selling size. With regards to gap tables, they are a new selling tool for displaying single products or key seasonal displays. Gap tables should always be at the focal point, either on a walkway or at a starburst. A hotspot is a feature of specific merchandise which we change every 4 weeks. Walkway hotspots will be emphasised with the use of an A3 sign above the rack or gondola. On columns, we feature hotspot merchandise which already yields large volume sales. Above the merchandise, we use a standard column pennant in which we insert a hotspot price sign. Model groups provide focal points within our rack areas. They should be in the centre of rack areas and give height variation to the department. Model groups can create a desire in the customer to buy more than one item. They can triple the rate of sale. The model groups should be dressed in the relevant colour theme, and the merchandise on the models should be available on adjacent racks. Model groups should also be used to highlight departments on secondary floors, at the base of escalators or stairways. As you have seen, we have introduced an element of coordination onto our sales floor this season. In the main, this revolves around model groups. However, with ladies' separates and leisure wear, we have used the ranges listed from the support centre to provide a taste of coordination within the main rack areas. Of course, upon children's wear, as in previous seasons, we will continue to display our ranges in the coordinated stories listed in the layout brochure. Colour is really important. When we as shoppers buy and search for our purchases, we are firstly attracted by colour, then style and then size. This means that colour adjacencies upon our merchandise displays are critical. We must know which colours go together well and which combinations to avoid. To simplify this, we have issued colour palettes to every store. In these, we show the combination of colours which should be displayed together. If we work within these palettes upon each side of a rack or on the end of a gondola, we will improve our merchandise presentation. We wish to use different colour themes throughout the year. Implementing a theme revitalises the store in the customer's eyes. In ladies' wear, the first colour theme this season is a combination of purity and femininity themes listed in the colour palette. It highlights neutrals and earthy tones. In essence, it has a cream and white base tone, which is highlighted by the addition of terracotta. The aim is to make these colours dominant in the eyes of the customer, on model groups, by the use of colour on walls, on lead-in racks and on end arms, making sure that the main theme colours are on the front of the racks. So the message on colour is, fill the rack, not the arm, Fill the gondola, not the shelf. "45% of customer purchases are unplanned. By adhering to our visual guidelines, we will maximise our share of these unplanned sales. Visual merchandising is silent salesmanship, and to be successful, everyone should be aware of the look we are trying to create in every store. Merchandise presentation will be the key to our sales success. With these building blocks in place, and a real sense of pride in our surroundings, we will further improve the feel of the sales floor. To do this, we must all understand our responsibility in achieving this goal. Look at your sales floor with fresh eyes and see it as your customers see it.